Howling and blowing across the northern plains and headed into the Midwest, that monster winter storm, blinding road traffic, blasting Minneapolis, and making a beeline for Chicago with O'Hare and Midway airports in the crosshairs.
Have you guys de-iced that one yet? We were told the captain called for ice accumulation.
De-icing critical across a big chunk of the country as airports and airlines try to keep operations moving as long as possible. Today and tomorrow were scheduled to be the busiest departure travel days. Now this. This is the kind of hiccup you don't need this time of year.
Yeah, Mother Nature timing could have been better, but we're prepared. We've got 15,000 new employees. They've all been trained.
This is flight 1865, service to Miami. Good morning. Hi there, welcome.
Nationwide, passenger volume is rivaling 2019 levels. Brooke Nelson and her daughter heading to California.
Trying to beat the snow, so we hope we get there before the weather gets in.
Okay, looks like our forecast is a little different.
To keep the system moving, the FAA Command Center has opened military airspace along the coast.
Having gotten through such a great, smooth Thanksgiving week in terms of travel, including the busiest travel day since before COVID, things went so well. But this time around, unfortunately, it's just not going to be as smooth because of this weather.
The expert advice: in the air or on the roads, leave early, pack a lunch and extra clothes, and have a backup plan. And a dose of optimism doesn't hurt. You're going to fly right through this stuff.
Yes, yes, we will. And we're hoping for smooth air, and a little choppy air is fine. No problem. That's my kind of weather.
Yeah, we are off and running. I actually flew in from Chicago overnight because we didn't want to take the chance of getting stuck in Chicago. Love Chicago, but I got family here in Washington. Didn't want to take the chance of getting stuck in that snowstorm. Planes are full, and we've already got delays and cancellations building. At the moment, we've right now got a total of 624 delays, 1,200 flight cancellations, and the most affected airports right now: Chicago O'Hare, Chicago Midway, St. Louis, Denver, and Kansas City. And that number will snowball as the snow flies. Insert the package backside now, coming in 3, 2. Yeah, again, the airlines did, in fact, waive the change fees, hoping people would get out ahead of the storm. But at this point, most of those flights have already been booked solid. So you may have a hard time trying to rebook, unless you're going to do it on the backside of the storm, of course. Also, we're watching Amtrak canceling some trains in the Midwest out of Chicago because of the high winds and the blowing snow. Back to you.
We are getting down to the 0 hour here in the Midwest and out east to get on the road and get to where you want to go for the holiday as this storm makes its way east. Millions across the Midwest and beyond waking up to blizzard warnings. In fact, 8 states and counting now under blizzard warnings, from Montana and the Dakotas out to western New York. Also, a growing number of governors, including in Kentucky, most recently declaring states of emergency. The governor of Indiana calling in the National Guard to help rescue people on the roads just in case they get trapped. This after we saw examples out west of how bad things could get. Whiteout conditions from places 2 days ago in Washington, also in the Dakotas overnight. In Denver, they've opened the Denver Coliseum, that massive arena, to welcome in hundreds as a warming shelter just in case there are power outages in that region, which is obviously a big concern here in the Midwest and out east as well. Officials advising people to sign up for emergency alerts as the system makes its way through, and just be prepared to hunker down at home, potentially for days on end. Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Belvidere, Illinois.
Wednesday night, and with snow already hitting a crowded Minneapolis airport, Chicago O'Hare is also running at full throttle.
We're going to steal them for a San Diego outbound, send them to Bravo 5, please.
Counting down, with the storm expected to slow air traffic across the region to a trickle within 24 to 36 hours. The Kappelman family among the thousands who decided to leave early for Florida.
We looked at our schedules and it made sense just to try to beat it and hopefully not have cancellations and deal with issues come Friday.
Airlines are waiving change fees and encouraging passengers to rebook if they can.
This is flight 1865, United Airlines service to Miami.
Omar Idris runs United's O'Hare operations. This is exactly the kind of glitch you don't need this week, right?
The timing of the storm is challenging for sure, but we're ready, we're prepared, we've got good procedures, good policies.
Nationwide, passenger volume is approaching 2019 levels.
We're expecting winds 30 to 50 miles an hour in Chicago and Midway starting tomorrow.
To keep the system moving, the FAA Command Center in Virginia has opened military airspace to commercial flights.
And here's your boarding passes.
Alaska Airlines, the country's fifth biggest, focuses on the West Coast and is also navigating volatile weather. CEO Ben Minicucci.
You know, we operate in the 30 to 40 degree range. You don't know if it's going to be rain, you don't know if it's going to be snow, so you always have to be ready.
You're right on the edge.
Right on the edge, yeah.
A lot has changed since last summer when Alaska was among the airlines forced to cancel flights and cut schedules as they struggle with the pilot shortage. Alaska has since signed new labor agreements and hired more pilots.
And we've learned a lot in terms of staffing and resourcing in volatile periods. So I think we're in a pretty good spot heading into 2023.
No repeat of the summer meltdown.
No. We're going to make sure that we don't let our customers down going forward into 2023.
Alaska is also rolling out new RF technology to speed the check-in process, permanent bag tags. Customers simply touch the itinerary on their phones to the tag, which then displays the new flight information.
You'll show up to the airport, drop it straight onto the conveyor belt with an agent, and get on with your day.